Good afternoon. I'm Stephanie Plia. I'm founder of Tribe Consulting Agency. I'm a brand strategist and a robotic surgery expert. I know there's a lot of talk about robotics this week, so it's always fun to watch. I have 25 years of leadership experience in MedTech and spent nearly half of it in Intuitive Surgical, helping them launch 2 robotic platforms to market. I've worked at startups and I've worked at multi-billion-dollar companies like J&J and Intuitive, and I launched Tribe back in 2022 with a vision of taking the playbooks and my years of experience and applying it to the little guys or the MedTech startups. So that's what we do, and we give them information with the playbook to allow them to leapfrog their competitors with strategy that disrupts and brands that lead. Oh, and I am a podcast host. So anyone in the room wants to be on leadership podcasts, we talk about MedTech innovation, obviously snap a pic or come find me after. So meet the team. When you hire Tribe Agency, you hire our experts. We're not just marketers, we're MedTech industry veterans and credentialed design experts. Many of us in the Tribe have or still work within the MedTech industry. And I think that's what makes us unique. So I only have a few minutes. I just wanted to impart something on you. It's not how you start, it's how you finish, some say. But in the world of startups, I'd argue it's both. Let's walk through the 5 key steps to accelerate market entry for your startup. So speed wins, complexity kills in MedTech. Every delay, whether it's timing, funding, regulatory, or sales, costs you time and money. The startups that move fast and simplify win. All right, so let's start with number 1. Eliminate regulatory guesswork. Regulatory delays, no one wants them, but they can kill momentum fast. So I strongly recommend reaching out to experts in the field. There are a ton of them. I know some of them as well. And make that process as smooth as possible. And when it comes to market access, data does matter. So a strong clinical strategy isn't an option, it's a must. Number 2, own your market position. And I'll get into what that means. So if you sound like everyone else, you lose. Peter Thiel, founder of PayPal, talks about creating a 0-to-1 offer. So something so unique that you own your own category instead of competing in an existing one. Don't sell features, sell impact. Carve out a unique position and own it. Make your unique value proposition so clear it sells itself. Third, command investor attention. Sound familiar? All week long, right? We build a ton of investor decks at Tribe. The number 1 mistake I see in these decks, they turn into a feature and benefit dump instead of focusing on the investor. So raising capital isn't about proving how great your technology is. We all know it's great. It's about showing the investors how they will make money. So lead with your market size, traction, opportunity, and then ultimately answer the why now. If you don't create a sense of urgency as to why they should invest now, they won't. Clearly define a big problem. That's a big, big deal. So if you hear nothing but that, you have to have a big enough problem to solve for anyone to pay attention. All right, number 4, build a bulletproof go-to-market plan. Hope is not a strategy. Pick one market to dominate before expanding into the next. This is something I found out all too well at Intuitive. They never moved on until they closed out the last adoption curve. Know exactly who your buyers are and how they buy, and that is done through market research, so never skip market research. A well thought out and go-to-market plan is your entire revenue roadmap. So without one, you're just gambling. All right, last one, 5, create demand, not noise. Visibility without building trust is just noise, especially in an environment where the sales cycles are long, the buyers are discerning. Position yourself as an industry authority. Your messaging matters and should be focused really on problem awareness as you await FDA or CE mark. Data matters. Even before clinical studies are available for your company, find ways to quantify your impact and make it real for your buyers. This is something I learned all too well at Intuitive. We used a tool there called QTI, which is quantify the impact. It's an approach to drive clinical adoption early, even before major clinical evidence is available. You can demonstrate clinical impact just through a couple of key opinion leaders. So let's talk about Tribe and our services. We cover the entire market stack, from upstream to downstream, branding to fundraising to execution. If you don't have a solid brand or go-to-market strategy, reach out to Tribe, see me after, we can help. A couple of things I just wanted to highlight. One of my favorite new programs for Tribe is a one-day VIP intensive. Every business has bottlenecks that slow growth, but most leaders don't have the time or the framework to fix them quickly. That's why we created one-day VIPs. It's a focused, high-impact day designed to help executives solve their biggest bottlenecks in just one day. So we leave that VIP day with credible solutions, an executable plan, and results. On another note, it's better to be best known than best, but if you can be both, great. So who has the time to market? You're focusing on building brand awareness and marketing content, but you're running a startup. So we came on board with marketing on demand. You can hire our marketing team and not hire your own. We take it all off your plate: social media, newsletters, blogs, lead gen, and a lot more. On a monthly basis, flat rate. You can cancel at any time, you can opt in at any time. All right, so lastly, is fundraising, selling, and launching on your mind? Anyone? Odds are you wouldn't be here if it's not on your mind. So we know the secret sauce. We do investor decks all day long, like I told you, pitch decks, digital brochures, executive summaries, brand design, websites, and so much more. And lastly, your brand is the single most important investment you can make in your business, early and later. So let's work together. Thank you.